Hey, Brandy. We're gonna start. You're gonna have your feet shoulder distance apart, or actually a little bit outside your shoulders. You're gonna be turned out. You're gonna have those arms straight out in front of you. Palms are gonna be facing the ground, and you want some space in between your hands. The more space you have, it'll be a little bit lighter, especially to warm up. You want it a little bit lighter. So what we're gonna do, inhale here, exhale, lower down and open the arms. Inhale, stand back up. Now, at any point, continue going. At any point, it gets into the neck, you just lower your hands down more. It gets more into the shoulder blades. But while those arms are straight up there, focus on pulling those shoulder blades down your back. Now, the arms being out in front of you act as a counterweight so you can keep your chest up more. So really trying not to do these hinge squats, trying to stay more upright. Good, Marie, just like that. Good, Brandy. Looks like you all got it. Kathy, separate your feet a little bit more. And everyone check to make sure you want your knees as close to on top of your ankles. We're gonna do 3 more. This is 3. This is 2. And on this one, let's pause. Arms are gonna be open. You're gonna lower down into the squat. Now we're gonna do pulses, and they're not quick pulses. They're just making the range of motion smaller. So we're gonna go inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And as you go up and down, every time you go down and exhale, you squeeze your glutes. Draw the pelvic floor up for 5, 4, 3, 2. And on this one, you're gonna pause. Let's paint 3 circles with the right arm. 3, 2, 1. 3 the other direction. 3, 2, 1. Now let's go left arm. 3 circles. 3, 2, 1. 3 the other direction. 3, 2, 1. Lower the arms down. Stand up tall. Woo. Turn the feet to parallel now. You're gonna have your arms in front of you, palms facing your body. It's not about coming up in line with your shoulders. You wanna go to your comfortable range of motion, but the feet are parallel, knees pointing straight in front. And as you squat down, you open the arms wide. Now with this one, you will hinge forward a little bit. Just a little bit. We're not going for parallel to the ground. Good. Down, then up. Down, then up. And this is, you control the tension in the shoulders. If your shoulders are bothering you, make this very light. Separate the hands more. For 3 more. 3, knees are tracking straight in front. 2, last one, hold. Okay, good. Now, let's just lower and lift the heels. You wanna keep, everyone push your fingers towards the ground. You're pushing your knuckles towards the ground, trying to touch the ground with the knuckles, but then reaching them out to the side. Draw the shoulder blades down your back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands together, drop the heels down. Shift all the weight into the right leg, then all the weight into the left. All the weight into the right, all the weight into the left. Good. We're just going side to side. You gotta stretch for those inner thighs. For 3, 2. Now you're gonna pause with all the weight in that right leg. You're gonna rotate your entire body to the right. Take your strap, place it underneath your right foot that's in front. You're in this lunge position already. And let's pull the arms behind you. Now in this lunge position, you wanna be trying to keep that back heel as close to the ground as possible. The front knee is gonna be over the front ankle. Fabiana, see if you can go back a little bit further and hinge forward more. Good, Brandy, just like that. Good, Marie, for 3 more. 3, arms stay straight and you're pulling behind you. 2, and on this one, you're gonna pull those arms behind you and hold. Okay, keeping those arms behind you. Now you straighten that front knee, it pushes your pelvis back, then you bend it. Inhale to straighten. When you exhale, you squeeze your back glute, that left leg. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, squeeze that left glute as the right knee comes forward. Inhale back, and you're keeping those arms behind you. Pull your arms more behind you if you can, Kathy, keeping them straight. For 3, for 2, last 1, and lunge forward. Bring the hands forward, rotate the body to face forward. That right foot still has the strap. You're in your squat. Turn your palms to face each other. The ears of the strap are going through the thumbs. Good. Now you stand up, rotate and reach over that left shoulder. You squat back down. Stand up and reach across. Good. Now, again, shoulders are bothering anybody? You make the weight lighter, or you just let go of the strap side for that problem shoulder. You can do this with just one hand holding a strap. For 3, for 2, last 1, come back down into your squat. Take the foot out of the strap. You're still in this squat. Rotate your feet to parallel. Toes are pointing forward. We're gonna do those pulses again. Small pulses. Inhale to come up. Exhale, squeeze the glutes and go down. Exhale. Exhale. Look at how slow we're going. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Exhale. Squeeze. The important thing is that glute squeeze. Everyone place the hands on the inside of the knees. Push those knees in towards your hands. Get the inner thighs firing. Exhale. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale. Exhale. Let's turn the entire body to the left. Straighten that back leg. You're in your hinge again. Hinge forward lunge. Take that strap. Place it underneath the front foot. Try to keep that back heel towards the ground. Hinge forward. Let's pull the arms behind you and hold. And we're gonna bend and straighten the elbows. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms straight back behind you. Now it's an inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend the left knee over left ankle, squeeze the right glute. Inhale, let everything relax. Exhale, squeeze back glute, bend knee forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. 3 more. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and hold. Bring the arms forward towards your feet. Bring that foot, bring the strap off the foot, place the strap on the ground. Rotate everything back to center. Stand up tall. Walk the feet in. Shake it all out. Oh, got a little warm. Okay. So, grab your strap again. We're going to place the strap underneath both feet. Oh, thank you. And let's take that foot, that right foot out. We're going to bring the left foot into the strap. I was kindly reminded I forgot one side. Thank you. And we're going to squat down and hold. Turn the feet to parallel. And now we're going to stand up, rotate over your other shoulder, squat back down. Rotate over the right shoulder, come back down. Good. Rotate over and come down. Rotate over, come back down. On Monday's class, I forgot to do a completely wrong side. I forgot one side when we did side lying, so this is good to make it this side up. Good. 2 more. 1 and 2. Well, this is perfect. We're going to change it up. We're going to come back down into your squat. Take your strap out of that foot. You're going to place the strap just on the ground in front of you. Rotate the body again to the right. Bring both hands onto the inside of that right foot and you go back deeper into your lunge. Draw the shoulder blades down. Now we're going to send your right leg back. So now you're in your plank and we're holding this plank. Find the separation of the shoulder blades without rounding your spine. Pull the shoulder blades down. Now everyone, squeeze your glutes, pull the triangle up, and now bring your right leg slowly up towards your right elbow. And then straighten that right leg back, place that right foot back down. We're going slow on this. Bend the left leg up. So it's a mountain climber, but it's a slow mountain climber, so that you can really feel the contraction of the glutes, contraction of that triangle pulling up, and you're pulling your belly button towards your spine and wrapping everything in your stomach towards the spine. As you continue alternating, 1, there should be no cracking in any backs because you have the time to keep the muscles engaged. For 2, 1, and then you're gonna place one knee down, then the other knee down right underneath, and then just round your spine up and extend your spine back. Now, as you round your spine up on this one, round your spine up, squeeze the glutes and draw your knees towards each other to get the inner thighs firing. And then exhale, relax everything and extend. Inhale, round the spine up, draw the knees towards each other, squeeze those glutes. Inhale, relax. Last one. Exhale, round up, squeeze glutes, draw belly button up. And then inhale, we're gonna relax. Sit back towards your heels and shake it all out. Okay, so now you're gonna come up onto your knees, everybody. If you have toe issues and you have a pad to put underneath your foot, you're gonna keep your foot, you're gonna point your feet and put a little pad underneath, or a foam roller, something underneath your feet for this next part, so that you can keep your feet in plantar flexion. And so from here, everyone separate about shoulder distance apart. Squeeze your knees towards each other. You should grow taller because you're activating those inner thighs. If you can, you're tucking those feet. And all you're gonna do, keep your chest forward, start to lower your sits bones down towards your heels, and then squeeze the glutes to come back up. Good, make sure you don't hinge at all. Your chest stays upright as you lower down. Good, Patricia. Good, Marie, just like that, and squeeze the glutes to come up. Good. Inhale to lower down. Squeeze the glutes, inner thighs to come back up. If you're finding this too easy, separate your knees more outside of the shoulders. And squeeze, lower down. Good catch. Inhale, come back up. So I switched up the breath on you. Now going to be exhale, lower down, hold, squeeze, inhale, come up, relax. Exhale, lower down, squeeze. Inhale, come up, relax. Last one. Exhale, lower down, squeeze. Inhale, come all the way up. Great. Now you're gonna just come back to that all fours position. You're gonna straighten your left leg back behind you, then straighten your right leg. You're back into your plank. Now from here, you're going to bring the right foot forward again. Right foot comes forward to the outside of that right hand, to the pinky side of the right hand. Then you're gonna really firmly push into the heel to come up into your deep lunge position. Work that balance. Squeeze those inner thighs. Great, Patricia. Hold here. Now reach your hands in front of that right knee. Rotate your left arm behind you. Open the chest. You should be opening and getting a full rotation. Yes, you're rotating away from that front knee. And you're holding here and just get that open. Push the hip open. Good. Rotate back to center. Good. Then let's bring the feet together. Feet come together. Bring your chest up more. Now you're in this hinge squat. We're going to take that left leg is again going to be the moving leg. All the weight's in the right leg. Send the left leg back and forward. Now you send the leg behind you. You don't put any weight in it. The pelvis is staying still the whole time. You stick that tailbone back behind you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to keep that left leg back behind you. All the weight's in that right leg. Now you're just going to rotate everything to the front. All the weight is still in that right leg. That left leg is just straight out to the side. Bring the weight to center. Then we're going to switch all the weight into the left leg. Rotate everything to the left. Okay, bring the hands down to the inside of that front foot. That should be your left foot if it's not. And then you're going to send that leg back so you're in your full plank now. That left leg sent back into your plank. Hold. Reestablish the connection. Inner thighs, glutes, triangle pulling up, ribs closing and drawing up. And then you're going to bend one knee up and then place it back. You're bringing the knee towards the elbow. Good. Good, Marie. Now, if this gets too much into anybody's shoulders, you're just going to go back and onto your knees. If it's too much on anyone's toes, you come down onto your knees and work on bringing the knee up towards the elbow. Let's do 3 more. This is 3. Back down. Good. 2. Slower, Kathy. Slower on the straightening of the leg. Last one. And then bring one knee down, then the other knee. Push back into a child's pose. Roll the wrists. Good, everybody. Now, you're going to just come onto your stomach, bending your knees, and push your pubic bone gently into the mat. Bottoms of the feet are pushing up towards the ceiling. Stack your hands on top of each other and rest your forehead on your hands. Okay? Now, push your pubic bone gently into the mat and squeeze your heels together and separate your knees to the outside of your shoulders. There's a lot. So think Charlie Chaplin. Okay? And you push your pubic bone into the mat. Now, everyone draw all of your stomach off the floor. You're trying to pull your whole stomach, not just your belly button, your whole stomach off the floor, and then lift your knees off the ground. And then let your knees rest on the ground. Lift your knees off the ground. Put your knees back on the ground. Good. So you're pushing that pubic bone and you're lifting up. Now, this movement is not about extension. It's about your thut doing the lift. Lift the thut back down. Lift the thut back down. For 4 more. 4, 3, 2, lifting your legs off the ground with that thut. And on this one, lift and hold. Good. Now, keeping the knees lifted off the ground. Lift your head, lift your chest. Good. Don't bring your chin forward. You're just lifting your head and chest. Your gaze should still be towards the ground, not straight in front of you. Good. Lift up. Now float your arms off if that feels comfortable enough. Good. Arms are floated. Now open and bend your elbows out to your side to make goalpost arms. Straighten your legs back behind you. Bring your hands down onto the mat. Lower the legs. And then continue to press into your hands to extend up. Extending up as high as feels comfortable for you. Good, Marie. Just like that. Good. Draw the shoulder blades down, everybody. Inhale up at the top. Exhale, you're going to lower down so that your belly button touches first, but then push your heart forward as you're lowering down. Try to get your ribs to go higher up on your mat than when you were lying on your stomach. And then rest down. Let's just turn onto your side, whichever side you want so that you can still see the camera. Okay, we're going to take your top leg. You're going to just straighten it out. Yeah, and it's going to rest on the ground. Everybody push that top leg as far away from you as you can, and you feel your ribs lift off the mat. So with your ribs off the mat, straighten your bottom leg as well. So you're lifting your ribs off, you're pushing away with your top leg, rest your top hand on the ground. Push into your top leg, your inside malleolus, the inside ankle bone. We're going to lift the bottom leg up, lower it back down, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest that knee down. Bend it now. Lift the top leg. Internally rotate. So your toes are going towards the ground. Kick forward and back. Good. Kick forward. Good, Fabiana. Good. Now, Marie, see if you can push out of that foot more, getting a little bit more height off the ground with those ribs. Good. Yes. Kicking forward and back. Good, Brandy. See if you can lift your leg a little bit higher so it's a little bit. Yes, right there. And then kick forward and hold. Internally rotated. Bend your knee. Straighten your knee. Bend your knee. Straighten your knee. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep those ribs off the ground. 1. And now you're going to bend your knee halfway. Your knee should be parallel. Check to make sure your ribs are off the mat. And we're just going to lower that ankle down. Your heels will be touching. So you want to make sure that you're parallel to that bottom leg so your heels are touching. Then lift the knee up. Lower that knee heel down. Lift the heel up. Good. Lower the heel down. And you're keeping your knee still in space. And lift and lower. Good. For 3. For 2. Last 1. Drop the heel down. Drop the knee down. Roll over onto your back. And we're just going to do a couple of bridges, but these bridges are going to be a little different. We're going to be focusing on that triangle. So again, heels of your hands are going to find the front of your pelvis, that bony point in your pelvis. Then your fingers are going to find your pubic bone. And then your thumbs are going to reach across and touch each other. So you're making a triangle. So everything underneath your hands and that triangle space, those are your lower abdominals. And we're going to focus on pulling that down. So take a big inhale, breathing into the side and back of your ribs. Exhale, close those ribs and keep them closed. Now inhale, side and back of the ribs. The front of the ribs don't move. And now as you exhale, pull that triangle down and lift your hips up. Good. Inhale into the back and side of the ribs. Exhale, pull that triangle down well up in a bridge. Now squeeze those knees towards each other. Inhale. And then exhale. This is as hard and as challenging as you want it to be. The more you can engage the muscles, the harder this will be. Inhale into the back and side of the ribs. Now we're going to do those pulses. It's exhale, pull that triangle down. Inhale, relax it. You're keeping your hips lifted in the bridge. Exhale, pull the triangle down. Inhale, relax everything. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pull the triangle down. Hips stay still. Inhale, relax. Squeeze the glutes, pull those inner thighs towards each other. Pull the triangle down. Inhale, relax. Last one. Exhale, pull that triangle down. Squeeze those glutes, inner thighs. And then as you inhale and relax, you're going to lower the hips down. Great. You're going to bring your left leg to tabletop. Straighten your right leg straight out in front of you. Bring your hands underneath your left knee. And then we're going to start to roll up. And as you roll up, you start to straighten that left leg down. Good, Marie, towards your right leg to roll all the way up. Good, Patricia. And you're just going to hinge forward, getting a stretch for those hamstrings. And now you're going to grab your strap. Let's take the strap. You're going to wrap it around your feet. And then from this wrapped feet, cross it. Cross the strap, not your feet. And then from here, your feet are crossed. And so that when you open the legs out, you're creating tension for your abductors, your outside of your glutes to be firing to stay upright. You're going to bend your knees slightly. And now we're just going to, if your back hurts and you have a ball, put that ball behind your back and hinge back when I say roll back. Roll back and hold. Now you're keeping those legs separated. Feel how that turns on the outside of your glutes. We're going to bend your right arm in and rotate to the right. Your elbow is going to be up. You're going to not be narrow. Your underarm should be parallel to the ground. And then you're gonna rotate back to center. Bend the opposite end and rotate to the opposite side. Rotate back to center. Good. So we're just alternating. We're doing these big pullbacks. Rotate. Good. Good. And you're keeping those legs separated and pushing into those straps. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging in both the obliques and the shoulders for 3 more. 3. Good. Good, Brandy. Try not to lean back anymore. It's just rotate from your lean back. Good, just like that. Last one. Now, everyone, you're going to straighten your arms forward and roll up. Good. Uncross your straps. And you're going to straighten your arms down towards the ground, bend your knees, and sit up tall. So you're up on your sit bones. Yeah, and now push your hands down towards the ground so your knuckles are about to touch. If you find that your hands are on the ground, you just open your arms out to the side a little bit. So you want to hover the hands just off the mat, hinge forward. Now pull back and forward. Pull back and forward. Good. Pull back. Now, Brandy, bring your chest up and look forward. Yes, just like that. Good. Now, Marie, if this gets into your neck, you're just going to bring the arms in a little bit more narrow and you can bend them. Emily, if this is getting into your shoulder, really focus on that pinching of the shoulder blades. Patricia, look up more. Good for 3. Good, Fabiana, 2. Pause with the arms behind you, everybody. And we're going to just paint 5 circles, keeping those arms behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms forward. Then we're just going to turn the other direction. You're going to straighten your right leg out in front of you. Bend your left leg up into your chest. Push that left leg forward so that you're getting some resistance from your glute as you slowly lower down, lower down, lower down. Good. That left leg is already in tabletop. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Hold. Squeeze the knees together. Let your knees squeeze together for this. Activate those inner thighs. Bring the hands behind the head to support the neck. Curl your head and shoulders off the mat. Squeeze those inner thighs. Pull that triangle down. Pull the ribs forward and down. It brings your head and shoulders up higher. Now push your head into your hands. Now straighten your right leg forward. Then switch. Then switch. So as one leg comes in, the other one bends into tabletop. And notice that the heels never come towards the sit bones. You can lower that leg as low as feels comfortable, but you always have to bring it up. Yes, good, Marie, just like that. Good, Brandy. Fabiana, don't let your heels drop towards your sits bones when they bend in. Keep those toes pointing up towards the ceiling. For 3. Good, Patricia. 2. Last 1. Then bring the legs to tabletop. Lower your head and shoulders. Place one foot down, then the other foot down. Send your knees side to side. Now, if I mixed you up by having you spin, I'm sorry, but we're going to turn and lie on your other side. So make sure you're on your other side for the sideline work. I'm going to remember to do both sides this time. You're going to take that top leg. You're going to straighten it in line with your body. Your bottom leg is going to be in tabletop in front of you. First things first, you're going to reach out of that top leg, pull the ribs off the mat. Good. Then straighten your bottom leg. Place your top hand on the ground in front of you. And we're just going to lift and lower. Now, if this is too much on anyone's hip, you're just going to roll back and get more onto your glute. Lift and lift. Now, actively push out of this leg. You can just let it be limp and it's not pretty. Let's make a pretty line. There's a reason why dancers, they activate everything in their leg. It makes it look longer, and that's what makes a nice line. For 3, for 2, lift and hold. We're holding that leg lifted up, point, 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 push, 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 push. Let's paint 3 circles each direction. 3, 2, 1, 3 the other direction. 3, 2, 1. lower the leg down, bend that knee, float the top leg up, push out of that foot, lift the ribs off, internally rotate, and then kick forward and back, kick forward and back, kick forward and back, kick forward and back for 5. Now, your bottom leg should be in tabletop and it should be in line with your hip, making a 90-degree angle. So when you kick forward, you're kicking your top knee over your bottom knee to make the knees parallel. Last one, you're gonna kick forward and hold. You're still internally rotated. Now bend the knee, straighten the knee, bend the knee, straighten the knee, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. So then you're going to straighten the knee as far as that it's making a 90-degree angle towards the ceiling. Now, your top knee is staying still in space. You just drop your heel down. Your heel should be touching. Lift the heel back up. Drop the heel down. Good. So we're getting this really big range of motion in the hip. And down. Up, then down. Up, then down. Good. Up, then down. 3 more. 3. Good, Brandy, just like that. 2. Good, Fabiana. Last 1. And then let's lower the knee down. Let's just roll over onto your backs. We're going to bring the outside of one ankle to the top of the opposite knee. It does not matter which side. And you're going to just slowly bring that leg, the foot that's on the ground towards your chest, and then place that foot back down. Whichever foot's on the ground starts to come to tabletop if that feels comfortable for your body, and then place it back down. You're going to do those active stretches. Good. Last one. And then switch and do the other side. You're doing this figure 4s. Good. Bye, Emily. Okay, lower everything back down. Find that bridge position again. Pull that triangle down. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Then your left leg to tabletop. Squeeze the knees together. Flatten out the low back. Bring the hands behind the head. Support the neck. Curl up. Now, straighten your right leg forward and hold. Now, really keep the idea of squeezing those knees together, even though they're separated. Pull that triangle down. Now we're going to bring that right armpit towards the left knee as you rotate for 5, for 4. Good. And we're trying to bring that right shoulder blade off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch legs. Now it's left armpit going towards right knee. As you rotate up, we're just getting some oblique crunches here for 3, for 2. Last 1. Bend both legs into tabletop. Lower head and shoulders. Place the feet down. Send the knees side to side. Okay, palms turn to face the ceiling. Reestablish that connection of the knees, glutes, triangle, lift up. Lifting those hips up. I should be a little bit more specific about what to lift up. Now, you're going to straighten your right leg straight out in front of you. Right leg is straight out in front. Now, those knees are side by side. They're not actually squeezing together, but you want to squeeze them as if they are squeezing together. And then we're going to lift the leg straight up, lower it back down. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, lower down. 3 more. 3, 2. Now keep that triangle engaged. 1. Then you're going to bend that knee, place that foot down. Hold up. Now from here, let's just start tapping the balls of the feet. So we're doing dorsi and plantar flexion, which is of the ankle. And you're making sure your pelvis doesn't move at all. for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Now really get into that heel of the right foot or the opposite foot, that whatever you just did, and you're going to straighten the opposite leg straight out in front. For me, it's my left. And we're going to lift that leg up, lower it back down. Pull that triangle down as you lower the leg down and exhale. Inhale to go up, exhale to pull down. Every time you inhale, as you lift that leg up, try to let your muscles relax gently, not all the way. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to go up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale to go up. Exhale to pull down and hold. You're going to keep those knees side by side. Reestablish the connection of those inner thighs for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend your knee. Place that foot down. Lower the hips down. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Bring your hands behind that right leg. Straighten your left leg forward. Pull the shoulder blades down. As you start to straighten that left leg, you're rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. You're going to hinge forward. You got to stretch for those hamstrings. Okay, you're in this sitting position. You're going to sit upright. You're going to pull that left knee in towards your chest. Left knee is in towards your chest, and you can sit back on your heel, your hands a little bit. You can make fists, but keep your chest lifted. Now, at any point, this gets to be too much and somebody wants more support, you're going to grab your band and place it around your foot. This is going to give your hip more support. So at any point, this gets to be too much, you just wrap this foot. Okay, so just have it close by. You're going to be leaning back gently, but everyone keep your chest lifted. You want to extend, push the pubic bone and the sit bones towards the ground. And let's lift the leg up and hold. Okay, and now everyone pinch your shoulder blades gently. You're not forcing them, to keep the chest lifted and open. And this leg, you should start to feel the quads. Now, if it ever gets to be too much, it's a pinch, you're just going to come back onto your elbows. That doesn't mean you lift your leg higher. You want to keep your leg somewhat low to the ground. And you want me to tell you what to do next, because this is starting to get really intense. Let's go ahead and open and close the leg. It's still floating. You open and you close. Now you want to make sure that your whole body isn't moving. It's just that floating leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back to center and hold. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest. Good. Just rub out that quad hip flexor. It's a lot of work. It's a good balance for all of that bridging work we just did to also work the front line. Okay, opposite leg comes forward. Opposite leg is bent in towards you. You're gonna flex that foot. Remember, you can lean back, or you can even sit up and hug that knee if that feels comfortable. Let's flex that foot, lift and hold. And we're just hanging out here, and then take a look at your knee. If it's slightly bent, can you push forward from your hip to get more length out of that hip? Good, and you have equal weight in both sit bones. And now let's open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back to center. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down to rest. Straighten both legs. Shake it all out. Okay, we're going to come to that all fours position again. You're going to just round your spine up and then extend your spine back. So we are going to be going into a plank. So if it feels more comfortable for you to be onto your elbows, now would be the time to change to that. Otherwise, find that separation of the shoulder blades. And then Fabiana, if it's too much in your shoulders, you can put your hands on top of the couch and you'll be elevated a little bit. Okay, So then you're going to straighten your right leg back, then your left leg, and then pike your hips up, everybody. And bend your knees slightly, bring your chest closer to your knees. Yeah, good, Marie, just like that. And keep your chest close to your knees. Good, and now looking down at your feet, you're gonna bend your elbows so the crown of your head goes forward. Good. Brandy, put a little bit more weight back into your feet. Yeah, so that when you bend your elbows, your head's going forward and then you push back. These are push-ups, but they're really push-aways. For 5, good. 4, 3, 2, last 1. And then you're gonna straighten those legs, walk your hands back towards your feet, and then just hang there for a second. You're gonna keep everything relaxed. If your sinuses are bothering you, you're gonna slowly build your spine up here. Just don't go quickly, but go ahead and you're just gonna paint circles with your arms. Let gravity stretch out your arms. But if this position is too much for anybody's head, you're just gonna slowly build back up. Now paint the other direction circles. Let gravity kind of stretch and work all those muscles in your shoulders to relax. And then we're gonna slowly build your spine up 1 vertebra at a time. Good, round the shoulders forward and back. We're gonna send the arms out to the side to make a T. You're gonna stay standing. I'm just gonna come to kneeling so you can see. And you're gonna bring your left arm overhead, right arm in the front, and you're gonna side bend. Pull yourself back up, opposite arms go back out to the side. Right arm overhead, left arm. Bring yourself back up, arms go out to the side. You're gonna pinch your shoulder blades together, lift your chest up. And then you're gonna give yourself a hug, gently, remembering which arm's on top. And then from here, you're just gonna rotate and rotate, rotate and rotate. Then open those arms back out to the side, lift the chest up. Inhale here, exhale, give yourself another hug, switching what arm's on top. And then you're just gonna side bend and side bend, side bend and side bend. Last one, your arms are gonna come up to the side, out to the side, float them up, look down the nose, round the spine forward, reaching down towards the ground. Take a big inhale to build your spine back up. Let it all out. Fantastic job, everybody. Happy Wednesday.